What's going on, everybody? The Hair here to review the main event between Paulo the Eraser Costa and Marvin the Italian Dream Vettori. Incredible main event, incredible light heavyweight fight that was supposed to be a middleweight. First off, hats off to Marvin Vettori for not only taking the victory, but for moving up basically 20 pounds, two weight classes in, not one weight class basically, but two 10-pound increments in basically 2 days. Paulo, love the guy, one of my favorite fighters ever. A little bit unprofessional with not cutting weight and then agreeing to 195 and then agreeing a day later, no, 205, I don't want to cut anything. So hats off to Marvin Vettori. He was the more polished fighter in this fight. Now, I'll say another thing about Vettori. Just crazy the amount of punishment he took. Hits, leg, body kicks, head kicks, punches. Costa the Eraser hits like a freaking Mack truck, and Vettori took it like a champ. He walked through a lot of it. He did stumble in some things, but he definitely had more cardio, and he did not stop going forward. So, well, for the most part. So hats off to Vettori. What's next for these two? I think Vettori's going to keep fighting till he gets Adesanya again. I really think Adesanya, he is dead set on fighting Adesanya again. He is definitely the second best fighter in the division. Looked great again, a cardio second to none. So I believe he'll fight maybe a Cannonier, maybe a Whitaker. If Whitaker loses against Adesanya, we'll see what happens, but I think he has his eyes set on Adesanya next. As for Paulo the Eraser Costa, one of my favorite fighters in the UFC, do I think 205 is the weight class for him? He looked very sluggish after the first round. He got tired very quick. Now he packs on a lot of muscle on him. Maybe he can adjust to it if he stays at that weight, but it looked like carrying all that muscle was very taxing on his body. And I mean, he still fought all 5 rounds for some of it in his career, but you can see he just had bursts of speed and not, it was just incremental, so maybe he has life at 205, but I think best case scenario is for him to just adjust to being 185 and just staying at that weight class. He's a big 185er for sure. I know the weight cut's a killer for him, but I think fighting someone like Jan Blachowicz, the current light heavyweight champion, would be a little much for Paulo. That guy's just, he has a bigger frame, big strong guy. Even Adesanya had trouble with him, so we'll see. Maybe he can fight a guy like Kevin Holland next, depending on how Holland does. There's a couple guys he can fight. Maybe a Luke Rockhold if he goes to win. If he's not sure if he's 205, 185 right now, he just pulled out of a fight. We shall see. But again, hats off to Marvin Vettori. Killer, did amazing. Overall, it was a great fight. There was a great back and forth. Costa landed everything you could think of, and Vettori stumbled, didn't get dropped really. He, so, and the great ground defense too from Costa. There was a couple times where, especially when he went for the submission, I knew it was a mistake. He shouldn't have done that. On the eye poke, the referee said, "Nope, we're not going to give any." After he did give him some warnings, but he basically took the point away right away. So, hats off to Vettori. Costa will be back. I'm sure of it. We shall see. The Hair out.